Hi, Mama. Merry Christmas. Your whole family really loves you. First of all, I've looked and looked for Jenny's and Susan's videos. I know they sent them to me. Sorry. I don't know where they are, but you know, one thing I was thinking that they admire about you, they're both business women. I was thinking about you, Mom, how you went back to school. You had 1 year of college and you got your degree with 4 kids. That was amazing. And then you decided not to teach after all because you thought you heard from the Lord that you were to lead people to health. So thanks for that. So I wanted to tell you that, probably from Jenny and Susan. They love you so much, Mom. We all do. One thing that I enjoy most is your fried chicken. No one makes it better, nobody. And I admire how you love Jesus so much that you pray for strangers, you pray in the middle of the night for family. You've covered us with prayer to the point you just believe. That makes it a huge difference. What a legacy that is. And memory, I love the way you loved Daddy and the way that he loved you. You know, it never seemed perfect, but it kept our family together. You fought for our family, and you've made us the people that we are today, your whole clan. So God bless you. Merry Christmas, Mom.
Hi, Grandma. So my favorite food that you make, of course, is biscuits and gravy. That's one of my most favorite things, or pound cake. Between the two, those are two of the things I love. One of the things I admire most about you is your giving spirit and your loving heart, just how kind you are. That's, you know, a talent that is very much so lost in our world today. And we need more of you like that, or just stick around forever. So, you know, it's good. And then one thing my favorite memory is when we were kids, we would come over and swim at the pool, and you would always spread out blankets in the backyard, and we would have watermelon cut up, and you would make grilled cheese sandwiches, and we would spend time together. So you've always given so much of yourself, and we love you for that.
Hey there, Grandma. Let's see here. My favorite thing that you make, I know this is gonna sound weird, but it's your eggs. Your eggs are the best. I don't really know how to describe them besides they're just really good. One thing I really admire about you is how much you care about not just me, but everybody else in the family. And you always take time to go out of your way to make sure everybody else is doing all right. And one of my favorite memories is just sitting outside with you and talking. And you've always been a caring great grandma to me, and I love you.
Hi, Grandma. Merry Christmas. My favorite food that you make is grits because I don't get it all the time, and a lemon cake. Okay. Favorite, my best that you admire you for is your dedication to family. And because, you know, I didn't really have the greatest family in the world. So you accepting me into the family was great. And I will always love you for that. My favorite memory of you is when I came out here for 3 months and you fed me and you gave me herb blacks instead of alfalfa because you really tricked me, but you really didn't because I'm an idiot and I took the wrong thing. So, Merry Christmas. I love you. Always.
Hello, Margaret. I just wanted to let you know that I love you and hope you enjoy this. My favorite
food is something that I have taken from you and have made many, many times. I loved your ham pot pie, and I loved your chicken, your baked chicken with the Lowry seasoning salt when you shredded it up with the brown rice that you made from beef consomme and French onion soup. I cook those things a lot, and they are still some of my favorite foods. One thing I do admire about you is how you treat everybody like they're part of the family. A person first time at your house, you treat them like they belong there. I noticed that with coffee with the girls, of how you treated everybody there, and it just amazes me. And I just feel so blessed to have you as my mother. I was going to say mother-in-law, but you're my mom. One memory that I have, and it's kind of funny, is back when Dennis and I were dating. He wanted to impress me for lunch, so he fried some shrimp. You had a Shackley display on your dining room table there with pink satin. And of course you know that when you fry shrimp, grease splatters everywhere. And it got all over the display and everything. And that was the first time I met you. And I thought, oh, she's gonna hate me because of this. But you weren't very happy about the whole thing. But, you know, that's all water under the bridge. But that has been the funniest memory I have ever had. So I just want to let you know I love you and God bless you.
Something very sour, and it's your lemon cake. Super good. And my memory is the time that you were super nice to us, and you were like, you did all these fun things, and it was super duper fun. And the thing that I like about you is why you let people do things at your house, and like let people come over and do all this fun stuff, like really fun stuff. And it's super duper 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 fun.
Hey Grandma, just want to say Merry Christmas and we love you. And I just want to share one of my favorite memories with you is every time I go over to your house you say that you love us and you pray for us, and it means a lot. And one of my favorite meals that you make is biscuits and gravy. Of course everything that you make is delicious, but we love you and we hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Hello, Mommy. We're tasked with saying about 3 categories of things. First of all, let me mention that I've eaten way too much over the holidays, and I don't feel like I look good in any photographic angle. So you're just gonna have to forgive me for that. It's your fault. It's your genes. So we're supposed to talk about a food that we like of yours, and I will say that I really just do not like your biscuits and gravy very much, or your waffles. Those are scraping the bottom of the barrel waffles. Tacos just aren't very good, and the pizza was absolutely atrocious all those years. Those 4, I suppose I could find something if I really wanted to. And an attribute, Mom, you and Dad as well were very forgiving of me. Remember when I was 14 and told you that I'll be where I'm at, I'm going to do what I want to do, and 17 and pushed you in the hallway, and you guys just should have beat me like a redheaded stepchild, and you were very forgiving of me and very patient, you and Dad both. And I appreciate of you not, putting me in the hospital in those days, and you're just, thank you for your patience one way or the other. And a favorite memory is just a lot of things, Mom, and just hanging around you and being with you and touching your hand and rubbing your neck and rubbing your back, maybe when, we won't mention any names, but people who didn't do that for you enough in your lives. It was always my pleasure to touch on you some and just showing you how much I love you, and what an absolutely deep, totally wonderful mother you are. And I should have done more and didn't respect you enough and did not love on you enough. And I'll try to make up for it the next few years, in your waning years, and I'll try to do better. So you're just a fantastic mother, and you're the best mother in the world. That's all there is to it.
Oh, that sounded like a piano.
Mission, sit down. Jesus is the reason for the season. Good night.
Grandma, it's Eric. You probably already knew that, but all right, let's get going. Favorite food? Man, hands down, fried chicken. That stuff is so good. Everything is good, but fried chicken wins. Grandma, the thing that I admire the most about you is how well you treat everybody. How kind you are, how gracious you are, how welcoming you are, how you are always willing to help other people. One of the things that just helped us become the people that we are. We're so grateful. And one of my favorite memories, gosh, it makes me laugh every time I think about it, is 52 steps from the front door to your refrigerator. That was a happy 52 steps, and it's always open. Woo! I get a laugh every time I think about it. Love you, Grandma.
I'm going to talk about how much I love your food and what I admire about you and my favorite memory with you. So my favorite food is biscuits and gravy, and they're so delicious. What I admire about you is you're so strong and caring. And my favorite memory was when it was my birthday and we went over outside and we played around a long time. I love you. Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Grandma. Today I'm going to talk to you about like family. F is for food. My favorite food is always waffles. It's so good. The thing I admire about you is that you have good personality. My favorite memory is the time that I was sitting with you and talking with you when you were making waffles, my favorite food. I love you. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Granny. My favorite food that you make is your jam and rolls. They are very good. I could eat 100,000, 200 million, 585 in 1 hour. And my favorite memory is me coming to your house for Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and having delicious food waiting for me. Merry Christmas. What I admire about you is that you are very, very good at art.
Hi, Granny. Merry Christmas. Gosh, there's so much to say. Let's see. Favorite memory, let's go. My favorite memory with you is getting to spend every single holiday over at your house with the family and eating food. When I think of you, I think of loving and being together with everybody. Oh gosh, what do I admire about you? There's a million things. Probably my number one thing that I admire about you is how much love you have for everybody. You're just one of the most loving people I've ever met, and I love you so much for that. And now, the hardest question is favorite food. I think personally my favorite food would have to be, the jam and cheesecake. Yep. Together, for sure. Like, they have to be together. But those are 100% my favorite. I love you, Granny, and Merry Christmas.
Hi there, Mom. In case you don't recognize me, I'm Dennis, your favorite son. And I would like to record for posterity that I have many, many favorite foods of yours, but probably the pizza and lemon cake, since I need to have, a main course and a dessert. Those were both wonderful, and I'd like to see you making my lemon cake for my birthday through, say, when you're 100 or so. One thing that I admired about you was your ability to hit the softball. The last time Dad and you And me and Pam and Amber all played on the same team down at the Blue Valley Activity Center, Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We won the league. Memory. I remember when I was young, you made me scrub black marks off the kitchen floor, period. These were caused by our father, probably, who wore those hard-soled shoes, but I do remember that. Have quite a few more memories, but those were a few of the fun ones. Love you, Mama. Bye.
Hi, Mom. A favorite food category was when you made hamburgers and french fries every Friday night, hands down. And you got to remember that was in the day when there were no drive-thrus, right? What I admire about you is you taught me to love Jesus and to pray about everything. And you taught yourself to sew. And you made dresses for Elaine and I. And our dolls, too. And that was back in the day when we couldn't wear pants to school ever. And then you taught yourself to play the piano. And, you know, you, at 92 years old, you're still playing hymns, still going. It's fantastic. And then, lastly, you went back to school and to teach, but you received a testimony from God that you would be leading people to health. And so Shackley was born, and it's still going. And then my favorite memory is our porch swinging, and where we talked about nothing but everything. And then lastly was the most scary and traumatic event of my life, and it turned out to be a blessing and a miracle. And I already had 2 fantastic boys, but the Lord must have wanted me to have a daughter, but it came at a great risk, as you well know, and I couldn't have survived it without you, Mom. You were there in the thick of it every step of the way. And you held my hand, you prayed, you gave me courage. And I thank you for everything. And I love you forever and ever.
Hi, Margaret. Merry Christmas. I would like to share that probably my favorite food of yours would be the homemade tacos with homemade shells. It's just so good. And then my favorite thing that I admire about you would probably be how selfless you are and how giving. It doesn't matter how much time it takes or how bad you might be feeling, you always make an effort to make everybody feel welcome and loved. And my favorite memory of you is probably when James first brought me home and you just immediately took me under your wing and loved me like your daughter from the beginning. So, and we had many fun times on your front porch visiting, and you were just so hospitable and loving. All right, we love you. Merry Christmas, Margaret.
Hey, Granny. Merry Christmas. I'm trying to come here, buddy. Come here. This is my dog, Poseidon. He's about 8 months now. But Merry Christmas. One of my favorite foods that you've made, well, 2. It's mixed between the mashed potatoes and the creamy corn. That's always fire. I forgot what the second one was. Oh, something that I admire about you. I admire how much you love your family. And I admire everything you do for your family, for us. And then one of my favorite memories. My favorite memories would be probably coming over early and helping you cooking, or helping you set up for all the family meals we have, you know, spending time with you. But yeah, I love you. Merry Christmas. Derek and Poseidon.
Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas. Grandma, Merry Christmas. We love you. I suppose by the time we're watching this video, December 25th, 2021, everybody is borderline comatose from having a delicious breakfast and tired of listening to Eric run his mouth for the last hour. But hey, I digress. We don't get to choose our family now, do we? Family, speaking of which, F, food. What is my favorite food that my grandmother makes? I mean, talk about the unanswerable question. Pizza, right? It's got to be pizza. No, cheesecake. No, biscuits and pizza. No, cheesecake. Yeah, definitely cheesecake. I mean, come on. Can we mix them all together? A pizza, cheese, gravy combination? Sure. A, what do I admire about my grandmother? I mean, once again, talk about quite the unanswerable question. The challenge with family is the number of personalities, I think, as everybody sitting around watching this well knows. Our family has many. The beauty and the power of being the elder statesman is being able to kind of blend all of these different personalities together without I guess outwardly showing any frustration or favoritism or just kind of making sure that everybody feels loved and everybody is in the right place in our family, because there are a lot of different people with a lot of differing opinions, which is what makes a family, and it needs somebody to kind of orchestrate all of that. So Grandma, we love you for it. Memory. I mean, golly, I don't even really know where to begin with a memory. I guess we'll go to the funny side of a memory. And now that I sit here and I'm thinking about it, I guess I'm not even 100% sure if it was you. And I don't know the day. So this is a terrible story on my part, but here we go. Soccer at BVAC after Thanksgiving, I do believe, with all of your young whippersnapper grandchildren running amok playing soccer, Grandpa trying to orchestrate a 25 to 30 person soccer game, which is just utter chaos. I guess it was you who gracefully took a tumble sprinting for a ball across the frozen tundra at BVAC. Not a graceful memory, nonetheless a memory that just kind of shows the willingness from you to do whatever it took to kind of please the family, whether it was in a comfort zone or not. I went way past my 60 seconds. So sue me. Love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Grandma. Merry Christmas. There are so many things I love and admire about you, but here are just a few. I loved the gingerbread men you used to make out of scrap dough. They were thin and crispy and perfectly seasoned with cinnamon and sugar. They were a real treat. But my favorite is the cream of wheat you would make special for me when I didn't feel well. It had 0 lumps, it had just the right amount of brown sugar, and it always made me feel better. Like Grandpa would say, it was marvelous. And that's my fondest memory of you, is coming over to your house when I didn't feel well. You would get up right away and you would go search for the softest pillow. Once you found it, you would go to the hall closet and find the softest pillowcase and the softest blanket. Lay it all out and make me the coziest bed ever. I loved it. You have always had a way of making me feel so special and so loved that any sickness I had back then or any worry or concern I have now just fades away. How I truly admire that about you. The Lord calls us to be His hands and feet here on earth, and there are so many times where you have been just that to me alone, not to mention all the other people sitting here in this room, and so many, many more. A true servant of the Lord to all people is who you are, Grandma, and I am blessed that you are my Mima.
Margaret, Merry Christmas. You know, my favorite food that you have always made, and there's so many to choose from, but I think my favorite item that you make is your pound cake. It is so simple, it's not flashy, but it is absolutely delicious, and I look forward to every time you make it. Margaret, something that I admire about you is your dedication to your family. I've always been impressed on how much you love your family and how concerned you are about the well-being of everybody in your family. Something that my favorite memory of you, Margaret, is from day one, ever since I met you and Bree and I were dating, you were so concerned to get to know me. You were always asking me so many questions and details about my life, and it's always made me feel very special and part of the family, that you really have always wanted to get to know me and know all the parts of my life. So these are the reasons why I love you, and Merry Christmas.
Hi, Granny. One thing that I admire about you is that you are very giving and are always there to talk to. Something that I love to eat at your house is your homemade tacos, especially the shell. And a great memory I have is when we came over and slid down your hill. That was fun. But it got even better when you gave us hot cocoa. Merry Christmas. I love you.
Granny, one of my memories of you is having a cousin sleepover and finding chocolate in your house. My favorite food is everything. I admire your red hair because it matches my mom's hair.